Hi, today I'm going to talk about my story and how I decided to be fully confident in my identity. I grew up and had a very loving and supportive home. However, we weren't necessarily emotionally available to each other. I've never really gone to my parents for emotional support. They're really more there for life advice, like what should I pick my major in, where should I go to college, those type of things, and that was perfectly fine. That was what I expected our relationship to be out of. And as I have grown up and been living on my own for a couple years now as an undergraduate at UF, I've kind of started to realize what my personal identity means to me outside of that family setting. So I think that the largest part of my identity that I've been able to really rumble with during my time at UF has been understanding my sexuality and what that means to me, and how I am able to use that to impact other people to be more confident in themselves. So a little bit about my coming out story. I came out this past November. So I was about 20 years old, and my family had no idea whatsoever. I really did not expect it to go as well as it did, and I'm very thankful that it went so well. They have continuously been supportive, and that's something that I never really thought was important to me. And I realized that having their support and just really allowed me to be fully comfortable in my identity. I think that part of it was just me having to be honest with myself and understanding that I am a point in my life where I know who I am and I know who I want to be. And so as long as I know those two things, it doesn't matter who is around me and who is not supporting me. All that matters is my ability to really use my voice and be confident in myself to make a positive impact for other LGBTQ youth that might be going through a similar process. Because I remember growing up and thinking, I'm never going to be accepted, and this is something that's going to be completely life-changing, that my family is not going to love me and support me for who I am. But knowing that that is completely false, and knowing that no matter what, finding that bravery and understanding yourself before you're making these extreme life changes, and being fully vulnerable with who you are, is something that I will be forever grateful for. And it's been a long journey, and it's been emotionally tolling, but I think the amount of growth that I have seen in myself has been so significant and so important to me as a person. And it is something that I hope that if you are currently on this path of self-realization and reckoning and trying to figure out what it means to truly be the most authentic version of yourself, I highly encourage you to just keep at that and really just make sure you're continuously growing and being your most happy self, because at the end of the day, you are the most important person in your life, and your happiness comes before everyone else's. And once you are able to love yourself in the way that others love you, then you're just able to impact the world so much more than you ever thought you could. So sorry that was a little all over the place, but thanks.